I am extremely late to the party here, but everybody and their mother is talking about the brand new limited series on Netflix, Baby Reindeer, and I finally got a chance to check it out for myself. So is it really worth the insane amounts of hype it's been getting? Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? I'm Sully, and today we're talking about the brand new limited series on Netflix, Baby Reindeer. All you need to know about this one is that the story goes like this. When a struggling comedian shows one act of kindness to a vulnerable woman, it sparks a suffocating obsession which threatens to wreck both of their lives. So this is a show that I truly knew nothing about even a couple of weeks ago. I'm unfamiliar with Richard Gadd, who writes and stars in the series. I hadn't seen any marketing for it, and to be perfectly honest, I was fully planning on never checking it out. I actually thought the entire series sounded decently generic the first time I read the synopsis. Well, joke's on me, and thank God it struck a chord with people, because after seeing rave review after rave review online, I finally decided to give it a shot. And I am very pleased to report that this limited series is indeed the real deal. The acting, the pacing, and the cinematography are all surprisingly up to snuff. Due to the subject matter and the themes it carefully dissects, I don't think I'm going to be running to the couch to give it another rewatch anytime soon, and some of the humor is hit or miss, but it is definitely a show that is worth giving your full attention to. Now, just to put it all out there before you sit down to start watching this one with the entire family, the show deals with a lot of very heavy themes. I'm talking abuse, depression, addiction, you name it. So if you go into this one expecting the feel-good TV series of the year, you're probably going to be shit out of luck. But if you do decide to take the plunge here, what you'll find is one of the most brave, honest, and human projects of 2024 that we've gotten so far. Now, you guys know me. This isn't my first rodeo when it comes to watching very disturbing things play out on screen due to all of the thrillers and horror films that I really enjoy. And in a vacuum, there's nothing here that made me turn away from the screen while I was watching. But what I could not stop thinking about while making my way through this series is the added context that this is entirely a true story. Richard Gadd experienced everything here in real life, he's living through all of it again to make this series, and he's not afraid to explore all of the emotions that come up along the way, even the ones that don't always paint him in the best light. Knowing all of that background information here makes this series truly tragic and all that much harder to watch. I feel like I've become incredibly desensitized over the years from watching a continuous stream of over-the-top and nonsensical horror movies. I could watch a guy get haunted or tortured all day long, wouldn't lose a second of sleep over it. But then when I'm faced with a series like this that's so subtle, vulnerable, and real, it definitely leaves more of an impact on me. All of the performances in this show range from being solid to very good, and I feel like you needed an ensemble of actors that really understood the assignment here to pull something like this off. Obviously, I've already been praising Richard Gadd. Before he decided to turn this into a television drama, he was actually performing Baby Reindeer as a one-man show in London. So he really knows the material like the back of his hand, on top of already living out the real-life events in his actual life. But Jessica Gunning, who plays this stalker character, really goes toe-to-toe with him in every single scene that they share together. What's super interesting is that there are constantly moments we're experiencing in the show where we're feeling sympathetic towards a character that we hated just 2 minutes earlier in the episode, and then a second later you'll be disgusted with a character you were just rooting for. And I think the way they're able to achieve that is that they don't really try to fully villainize or glorify most of the characters. Just like in real life, people are going to make great decisions, people are going to make shitty decisions, and it's almost never black and white. To achieve the desired effect they were looking for here, they needed a group of actors that had good chemistry together, but could also change tones at the drop of a hat. Because there is a constant revolving door of moments here that are funny, twisted, pathetic, and vulnerable, and this entire cast presented them with skill. Overall, guys, Baby Reindeer could easily go down as the most surprising project of 2024 for me. It's thought-provoking, anxiety-inducing, somehow pretty funny, and doesn't shy away from tackling a multitude of topics that have been deemed hard to talk about in today's society. Richard Gadd has to be commended for being vulnerable enough and brave enough to share this multi-layered true story in the way that he has, because it couldn't have been an easy task. I don't know if I'm ever gonna rewatch this one, but I'm glad that I experienced it. Baby Reindeer gets a Sully score of 4 stars. So that's my review for the latest Netflix limited series. What do you think is the best show that they've ever put out? I'd probably have to say Mindhunter, but let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys at the next one.